Mount Etna in Sicily is now in the middle of one of its most relentless eruptions in 50 years, and the fallout has reached from the volcano's summit all the way to North Africa. It started as a crack in the ground. 10 days later, it's a red alert volcanic crisis, stretching across 2 continents. At dawn on August 6th, the Voragine crater, Etna's central vent, roared to life. 2 days later, the mountain cracked open again, this time on its eastern flank, deep inside the Valle del Bove basin, nearly 2,750 meters up. Then things got serious. Between August 11th and 12th, 3 more fissures tore open on the eastern side. Molten basaltic lava poured out continuously, snaking through the valley, curling around the Rocca Capra rock formation, and pushing all the way down to 1,300 meters. By August 13th and 14th, Etna was putting on a full pyrotechnic show. Strombolian lava fountains blasted from Voragine, hurling ash and rock into a column that climbed over 6 kilometers into the sky. The entire southern slope got buried in ash. And the ground itself started fighting back. On August 15th, a 3.9 magnitude earthquake struck west of Lingua Glossa, shallow, just 1 kilometer deep, but strong enough to reopen a major fault line. The result? Cracked, buckled asphalt on one of the mountain's key highways. Now here's the part that actually shut down an entire region's travel system. Etna wasn't just spewing lava. It was pumping out roughly 7,000 tons of sulfur dioxide every single day at peak activity. And the wind carried it south, straight across the Mediterranean. Malta felt it first. Hazy skies, dropping air quality. By August 14th, the plume had crossed the sea entirely and reached North Africa, drifting over Libya, all the way to Tripoli. That's when international aviation authorities hit the panic button and declared the maximum red alert for the region's airspace. Why does ash actually ground planes? Because those tiny basalt and silica particles melt inside jet engines. They coat turbine blades in glass. In the worst case, an engine just stops. So Catania Airport, Sicily's biggest, handling over 12 million passengers a year, got hammered with rolling closures starting August 8th, each one longer than the last. Sicilian airspace shut down entirely for safety. The damage? Roughly 36% of scheduled flights canceled or rerouted. Over 1,000 flights disrupted in a single week. Diverted planes scattered across Palermo, Trapani, Comiso, and Lamezia Terme. Meanwhile, back at Catania, exhausted travelers camped out on terminal floors while Trenitalia scrambled to add extra trains. A patch, not a fix. And somehow, in the middle of a red alert volcanic crisis, people showed up for content. Thrill seekers ignored every warning and pushed toward Valle del Bove just to get a selfie next to flowing lava. Reckless, sure, but so far the lava's staying in uninhabited terrain, so homes remain untouched. This isn't the first time Etna has choked off Sicily's main airport, and Italy's civil protection minister, Nello Musumeci, said the quiet part out loud. The current setup is fragile. Every time the wind shifts south or east during a major eruption, Catania goes dark. So now Italy's weighing 2 big moves. Option 1, expand the backup airport at Comiso, which sits far enough south to dodge most ashfall. Option 2, build an entirely new terminal in central Sicily, away from the volcano, and link it to the coast with high-speed rail. With airlines and tourism bleeding money, one of these plans could get fast-tracked. As for right now, by the morning of August 15th, the lava flow and explosive activity had eased off enough for officials to downgrade the alert from red to orange. Catania started reopening that same afternoon, but Etna wasn't finished talking. On August 16th, Strombolian bursts kicked back up at Voragine, with pulsing explosions from the northeastern crater too. Lava is still oozing from vents at 2,750 and 1,990 meters. And underground, seismic tremor levels are still running higher than normal. Translation from the experts: this might not be over. A second eruption, or a brand new fissure, is still very much on the table.